welcome to my channel if you're new, welcome back if you're a subscriber. Today I have a super spooky, super fun announcement for you all. There is a readathon coming up this October that takes place the whole month, every weekend during October, and it is called Halloweekend Readathon. So this readathon is to celebrate horror books and thriller books in the month of October, and my co-hosts are Lexie from Books with Lexie, Michelle from Michelle's Library, Katrina from Katrina Brown, and Erin from Erin Megan. And these are such fun horror girlies over here. I love them so much, and I'm really excited to be participating with them. So honored that they asked me to be a part of this readathon, and I am very excited to talk with you all about what it's all about. Basically, there are main prompts and then there are bonus prompts, and the goal is to do a prompt every single weekend. And so a main prompt for sure, then a photo prompt, and you can do this on Instagram, so make sure you tag us on Instagram, or you can just post it in Discord. We did make a whole dedicated Instagram and Discord for this readathon. All of the information will be linked below, but each weekend you can try to do a photo prompt, a main prompt, and then you could try to do a bonus prompt if you would like to as well. So the first main prompt is read a book with a Halloween kind of word in the title. So this could be dark, night, dead, haunt, shadow, blood, fear, any of these kind of creepy Halloween type scary words. So the next prompt is read a book with your favorite horror subgenre. So this could be home invasion, thriller, slasher, gothic, haunted, all of the fun subgenres. This could also be like more of a thriller subgenre. So it could be legal, psychological, obsession, all of these fun, creepy things. The next one, which I'm very excited for, is read a Halloween vibe book. So a book that's set around Halloween or gives you the fall aesthetic. The next prompt is read a genre blend horror thriller book. So this could be blending thriller and horror together, or it could be blending horror with something else or thriller with something else. And this is exciting because it's always fun to kind of mix and mash up your way of reading horror. Because if you're only reading horror or just straight thrillers, sometimes they get a little bit repetitive, but I really love when there's unique elements thrown in there that maybe grab from some other genres. And then the last prompt is read one of the host's recommendations. So each of us have 5 book recommendations for you, so make sure you go and check everyone else's announcement videos to hear their recommendations, and I'll be sharing mine at the end. I'm very excited for my choices. I tried to choose them in a way that really would fit for this readathon, and so make sure you watch everybody else's announcement videos to hear what their recommendations are. There are a few that I'm really excited to read off of my other co-host recommendations that I haven't gotten to yet, so yes. So for the bonus prompts, they are read a novella, read a book from an author you love, read a book with Halloween colors on the cover, read a book by a new to you author, and then read a book with a cover you love. And this last one is very exciting for me because I am a very cover-oriented person. As soon as I see a cover that I'm obsessed with, I immediately want to own it and read it. And so there are so many beautiful fall covers. I mean, just beautiful covers in general. But there are so many, oh, they're just so aesthetic. I want to own them all, just like the beautiful fall colors and vibes and jack-o'-lanterns and pumpkins and orange tones. Oh, so gorgeous. So I'm very excited for this bonus prompt, and I will definitely be doing this prompt. So let's move on to the photo prompts, and one of them is post a Halloween look with a matching book. The next one is post a Halloween colored book stack. Then post some of your favorite thriller and horror books. Post a Halloween treat with the book you're currently reading. And then finally, post a photo of everything you've read for the readathon. So this readathon is running from September 29th through October 31st. How it works is it's every weekend, so Thursday through Sunday of each week in October, and it starts when your time zone hits Thursday to when your time zone ends Sunday. So everybody's located in different places of the US and the world for this, so it's kind of individual for you all, but I am in CST, so if you're wondering, I live in Wisconsin, and so my time zone is CST. And then, of course, we are adding in the bonus Monday, which is actually Halloween. So each of the hosts will be hosting reading sprints each weekend. So we don't have all the dates yet because it's sort of far in advance, but I do know each week who will be hosting. So for the kickoff sprints though, they will be on Lexie's channel and they'll be taking place on September 29th. And this is at 7 p.m. Eastern. And then for the second week of October, they'll be on Michelle's channel. The third, Katrina's channel. The fourth will be on my channel. And the fifth week will be on Erin's channel. And then we have a really fun stream planned, which I'm very excited for. And it's going to be a Halloween slumber party. And this will be taking place on October 29th. And we will be doing a very, very long stream. So it'll be from 5 p.m. EST to 5 a.m. EST the next day. And more details for this and everything else will be announced on the Discord and the Instagram. So to stay up to date, make sure you go to the Discord and follow the Instagram. So I realized I never came back during the video and let you guys know what my 5 book recommendations are. So I am on my couch, I have my spooky pillows, I'm cozy, I'm comfy, and I will let you know my recommendations and what you could read if you decide to read one of my recommendations for this readathon. And I have my stack of books over here. I actually own all of them, which is awesome. Sometimes I don't own all of my favorite books, but here are some of them right here. So I chose some thriller, some horror, some that are kind of both genres. So the first one I'm going to talk about in no particular order is The Woods Are Always Watching by Stephanie Perkins. And this one I chose for this readathon because it's super short. I feel like it would be a really perfect weekend read in the fall. And this is about 2 best friends. They're about to go off to college in different parts of the US. And so, you know, they're going to part ways, but they want one last trip before they go to college. So they decide to go backpacking in these remote woods, and neither of them have done that before, and they have some tensions in their relationship. So as they're starting to hike, they start to kind of argue, things start going kind of sour, and they end up off the path. And basically it becomes clear that they are in grave danger. So this is a really fun, fast read. I actually read this while camping and it was so much fun. It is only, let's see, 221 pages. It's YA and I highly recommend this one. The next one I want to talk about is actually getting a movie adaptation, which is really exciting. And it is Dark Harvest by Norman Partridge. And this one, first of all, just has the most beautiful fall cover. It's just gorgeous. And this one is also pretty short as well. It's only 169 pages. And this one is basically about Halloween in 1963. Every year there is this creature that comes out. He has a bunch of names on the back of the cover. They call him the October Boy, the Old Hacksaw Face, or Sawtooth Jack, and basically everybody in this small Midwestern town expects him to show up every Halloween. And so gangs of teenage boys every year decide to go face this man who comes out because he's coming to murder everyone, and all these boys want to find him. And so this is about a character, and he has kind of a dead-end future. He really wants to escape this town, and so he decides it's really, really important to find the October Boy this year. And he really wants to win this. So this is a really, really fun time. I feel like a lot of people really enjoy this book, so I would highly recommend it. And I actually felt like this was a little bit emotional, which I'm surprised. I wasn't really expecting to going into it, but it was it got me. It made me emotional. So I would recommend this one. It's a perfect autumn read. So the next book I'm going to talk about is Cirque Berserk by Jessica Guest, and I will never stop recommending this one. This is a short little novella, but it is such a good read. It is so perfect for this time of year. It's a slasher. So this is about a group of kids. They're on their senior trip, and they are on a bus, they get to talking, and they start talking about the legend of what happened at this theme park back in the 80s. And basically there was a group of high schoolers, they came out, they murdered everybody and disappeared. So there was this big massacre, and then the carnival shut down. And so they decide they want to sneak into this abandoned amusement park and see kind of what it's like inside, see if maybe the legend is true. But once they get there, they are soon victims. So this is such a fun ride. It kind of has an extra fun element that I wasn't expecting in it. It is a slasher story, but I feel like it has a little bit more underneath the surface than just a plain slasher story. So I highly recommend this one. The vibes are immaculate. Who doesn't want to be in a killer carnival at this time of year? All right, y'all, let's move on to my beloved books. I am obsessed with these. So let's talk about the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. This, on the other hand, is a long one. This is by Grady Hendrix, and let's see how many pages it is. It is 404 pages, and this one I would highly recommend checking out through audiobook. This one is basically about what the cover says. It's about a group of women. They are housewives and they are bored of their life. They're tired of being expected just to be housewives, have no fun on the side, just stay home, take care of the kids, cook and clean. It takes place in the 90s in a southern town, and they decide to kind of spice up their lives by forming a book club. And they want to read about creepier things. So they want to read about horror, they want to read some grisly true crime. And I believe they tell their husbands it's a Bible study. And so it's kind of this little secret group. But then one day, this mysterious stranger shows up in their town and they start to think he may be a vampire. So, highly recommend this. It's hilarious, it's heartfelt, it's freaking gory. There is a cockroach scene in this one that I will never forget. It is ingrained. It is in my brain. I'll never forget it ever, 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 ever. So, highly recommend this one. And then lastly, I have Home Before Dark by Riley Sager. Look at this copy. It has green edges. It's gorgeous. This book, it just has a special place in my heart. It's my favorite Riley Sager book. And honestly, I really need to reread this. I may even reread this Halloween season. It's a thriller, but honestly, I would say it reads a little bit more like a horror novel. And what this one is about is it's about Maggie, and she has recently inherited her childhood home. And when she was a child, her family fled in the middle of the night because they thought it was haunted. And her father has published this really, really famous book about their family's story being in this haunted house. And she has always thought it was a lie, just a cash grab. And so when he passes away and she inherits it, she has to go fix it up and try to, flip it and sell it. And she starts to experience, though, some maybe questionably haunting things there. And she starts to wonder if what was in the book wasn't a lie and actually happened. So I love this. It alternates between chapters in the present and then in her father's book. It's so good. The atmosphere is amazing. I was freaked out when I read it. There was a certain scene that was really chilling to me. I just highly recommend this one. I think it's such a fun ride. I think this is Riley Sager at his best. I think he does gothic feeling, horror, creepy atmospheres just incredibly. And I highly, highly recommend this one. I think it's so fast-paced. I just can't really say enough good things about it. It has a good plot twist. It's a fun time. I'm so excited to see engagement for this readathon. I really hope you all participate. I personally love the Halloween season. There's always so many fun readathons that are happening. I am doing Stabathon again, so I will be posting an announcement video for that whenever we announce it. And I'm just really, really excited. This is gonna be such a fun time. Obviously, as you can probably tell, I love Halloween. I think it's honestly the most fun time of the year. I have been in spooky season since halfway, or maybe even earlier. Honestly, probably more like the beginning of August. I've just been like, my mindset has been spooky season. So I'm very excited about this. Let me know in the comments if you're going to participate. And we wanted to make it kind of a low pressure readathon where it's just the weekends. So participate if you can. We would love it if you did. And don't feel too stressed about completing all the prompts. We're just here for a fun time. So that's the end of this video. I hope you all have a wonderful start to your spooky season, and I will talk to you all very, very soon. Bye.